Всем привет! Продолжаем проходить вампира. Так, прошлая серия у нас закончилась без заданий всяких. Интересно, что же мне дальше-то делать? О! Ни хрена себе, смотри, вот они задания, да? Или это как побочный считается? Ни хрена себе. А ну-ка. О! Ты чё творишь, блин? А, ну да, это как побочный, короче, задание. Охренеть, в чем прикол? Ну, это поближе. Ух ты, бля, раз, два, три. Так, а это что тогда? Ну, тоже далеко. Во. Найти вторую часть завещания вашего отца. Короче, пойдем до побочки сходим. Может, заодно появится основное задание. Так. Что там у меня за метка стоит? Бля, не вижу прям в упор даже. А, вон она. Как она туда попала, непонятно. Так, разворачиваемся как-то назад и потом левее. Заодно хоть опыта поднаберем. Что это за это? А, Бартон. Опа. Опа. Так. Никак не обойти. Если сюда только пройти, где-нибудь там перепрыгнуть может. Скорее всего, вряд ли тут заборы кругом. А, вон дырка. О. Тут под головой непонятно. Есть тут тропинка, нету. Как будто по мостику, может быть. Ух ты, бля.
Step away, sir.
Справитесь. А ты, сука. Так, куда-то туда. А почему туда? Смотри, куда я смотрю, а где голова? А, подожди, это надо найти. Каким-то образом. То есть обшарить надо все тут. Бля. О, нашел, смотри, письмо. Хера себе в ящик спрятали.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Ну, где, получается, лежала. Так, а что мне надо? Найти третью часть теперь. Да не охренели, блядь. О, нихера себе. Туда я не пойду. Так. Блин, а где же основное это задание? Ёб твою мать. Войти в особняк Алоизия Доусон. Вошел. Расспросить жителей сделал. А, или я не вошел в него. Бля. Вот этот хрен, кто это? Точно, это не он вообще. Алоизий, блядь. Ёб твою мать. Тупизм, блин.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. Hey! Don't come no closer!
Во, это и есть, наверное, особняк. Ёпти, точно. Во. Особняк Доусона.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last.
Вот он, где, оказывается, вход был. Сюда прошел. Чик. А я тут бегаю кругами, блин, вокруг тупорылой церкви, блядь.
But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Ух ты, сколько тут всякой квадратной пищи. Прям посреди дома фонтанчик. Круто. Прошерстить, пока хозяева не видят. Нихеровые такие хоромы. Во.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reid. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reid. Planned very carefully.
Так, это же надо выбрать, это превратить его или нет. Блин.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
Ты ублюдок.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Короче, мне походу надо его переубедить.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Ну все.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last! All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Все, пиздец. О, еще и убить можно. Во, замочек открылся, возможность. Значит, вот это надо.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Опыта. Район пострадает в результате ваших действий. Ну, нормально, короче. Что бы я ни делал, блядь, все к худшему идет. Непонятно, блин. Грохнуть его, что ли, надо было. Так он и сам скончается. Херня какая-то, блядь. Сообщить лорду. Что у него там на втором этаже, интересно?
It's locked.
Все позакрыто. Хрен пойми. О, вот он стоит. Блять. Короче, надо было его походу убить, сказать, что он не выжил и все. При перерождении. А теперь он разосрется сейчас с этим клубом.
Is it done, Dr. Reid? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Ёб твою мать, блять, как всегда, сука, нахуевертил. Блядь, теперь меня точно маманю же его с особняка пнут под сраку теперь. Блядь, со старой Бриджит, где он? Непонятно, на улице?
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait! Slow down! I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths. Truths I have kept hidden for so long.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Ух ты, блин.
Tell her I worry about her.
Do not, for she has had strength and wisdom for so much longer than you. Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Так, ну все, надо валить. Где-то тут хата была. Под это... Подкачать опыта чуть-чуть. Точнее, подрастратить. То, что накопилось. Быстрее. Так, что же нам вкачать сверхъестественно? Что это вообще такое? Ого. А что он расходует, интересно? Когда эту херню включает? Блин, прикольная какая-то штука, а это что? Какая-то херня беспонтовая. Ярость. Да, тоже какая-то не такая. Вот это попробуем, короче. Блин, или нахрен. Ладно, возьмем. Испытать. Все больше не прокачать. Не хватает опыта. Аутофагия. 2700. Ни хрена себе. Где столько взять? Стойкость. Запас крови. Дикая жажда. Увеличивает объем крови, поглощаемый при укусе в бою. Пускай так будет. Все. Ой, подожди. Стабильный район пока что. Так, куда нам там топать? О, как раз к голове к этой. Ну, погнали. Так, как мне туда быстрее пройти? Блин, там вампирюка этот петушиный. Так, пока направо. Вон он, ублюдок с саблей. Неохота с ним связываться. Ух ты, это что такое? Какой-то точильный камень. Сверкал, блин, как будто... О, там еще кто-то. Ой, стой, 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 ну-ка. Где мои там сверхспособности? Блин, а как их там включать-то? Так, это единица, это двойка, да? А вот она. На пятерку. Ни хера себе тут пальцем, блядь, не попадешь в эту кнопку. Где он там? Ого, не срабатывает. Сука. О, ни хрена себе. На, сучонка. 2 минуты, полторы минуты восстанавливается. Ни хрена себе, я его запинал, смотри, даже не на миллиметр. ХП у меня не снял. Петушок. Блин, непонятно, по низу то ли поверх идти. Неохота с тем пидорасом связываться. Закрыто. О, это что такое? Это к тому мужику.
Hello, доктор Рид.
Петреско. Блять, нахер я к нему зашел, сука. Так. Куда-то надо правее, что ли, сюда пройти, наверное. Хер пробей.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even
Так, подожди-ка, что тут надо? Добраться до Пембургской больницы. Не добрался, а что дальше? Отправиться в кабинет Эдгара Сау. Суоны все.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Негодяй он. Кровавый след. Где кровавый след? О, на 3-й этаж, который всегда закрыт. Ух ты.
Ultraviolet curtains and ori calcium powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts your kind.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what he did.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No! I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Freeman prevails!
Бля, ну здорово. Нихера себе всандалил меня. Смотри, сколько отнимает. О, вот это будет круто. Так, пацаны, короче. Раз 15 я попробовал этого ублюдка загасить. Ни хрена не получается, слишком падла здоровый. Короче, побегал я. Сейчас покажу. Замутил все вот эти восклицательные знаки. Замутил практически все квесты. Практически все. Те, которые не отображаются. Вот эти вот. Хрен пойми, где это, что искать, на карте даже ярлыков нету. Вот, короче, поднасобирал чутка опыта, подраскачался немножко. Выбил пушечку охеренскую такую, сабельку. 258, и вот дубина на оглушение была у меня. Этот кол на 18, а теперь 35. Более-менее. Ну, короче, по скиллам чутка прокачал, уровень 27 апнул. Туда-сюда. Ну, будем пробовать, получится ли на этот раз. Мне кажется, вряд ли. Ах ты, мразь! Ух, нихера оглушает, смотри как. С 3 ударов, бля. Сука! Не, ну дубина оглушает охренительно вообще, нихера себе. С 2 ударов, смотри, снес все практически. Сука! На, сучонок, блядь.
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Шлюха, прячься за прожекторами. Сыкун, блядь. Ух ты, блядина. Блядь, он контратачит мгновенно прям.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me. I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Сучий потрох. Блять! А, кстати, какой-то мега скилл еще выучил, блять. Так и не испытал его ни разу. О, ништяк. Получил сучонка, блять.
The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Откат только у него 1,5 минуты, жалко. Иди сюда. Бля-бля-бля-бля-бля.
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Бля, куда ты замахнулся, сука, не туда.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt.
Ай, не туда, не туда. Смотри, прожекторов все больше и больше, мне кажется, становится. О, сука, не-не-не-не-не. Иди сюда, падла. Ах ты, сука! На тебе, блядина.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Сука! Блин, думал, не дотянется. Пидорас. На тебе, мразь. Ай. Быстрее, быстрее. В тенек.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Скилл у меня откатился, сейчас будет ему пиздосей. Иди сюда, родной. Все. Нихера себе, бля.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Блять. Обратить. Пощадить. Минус 1000 единиц опна, туда не надо.
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
Сейчас
I'll kill
спину
you,
выстрелит.
Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Надеюсь, я его больше не встречу. Так, куда нам дальше топать? Блин, нехило, как я его захерачил, да? Наверное, минуты за 2, если не быстрее. А, ну, скилл откатывался 1,5 минуты. Ну, где-то за 2,5 минуты. Вообще ништяк, даже не ожидал. Я вообще убить его не мог. Раз 15 я бегал, там он просто убивает, даже половину хп ему не сносишь. Вот, короче, сабля называется, сабля Ньютона. Вот моя сабля 210, а это 258. Топор, кстати, нашел 242. Вот эта сабля выпала с оборотня, там, где самого первого оборотня мы убивали. В канализацию, вот здесь восклицательный знак висел. Я обратно туда спустился, и обратно в то же самое место. И там оборотень бегал, я его грохнул, короче. И с него выпала вот эта сабля. Скилл, короче, мега скилл, вот он. Бездна называется. 3-й уровень вкачал ему. Ну вообще охренительная вещь. Так, что так. Теперь, я думаю, дела полегче пойдут. Так, не гляну даже, что там дальше. Бесстрастно наука добраться до театра Дорис. Окей. Облазил всю карту практически вдоль и поперек. Практически со всеми общался с жителями. О, выносливость. Смотри, звуков вообще нет. Сука. Чё за нахрен?
So Priwen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Блин, сейчас опять, наверное, придется сражаться. Но у меня звуков никаких не слышно. Блин. блин, может перезагрузиться? Сука. Это что-то как-то не круто. Ой, бля. Блин, камера не крутится, ни хера. Во, вообще сносит как щенков первого уровня. Это я понимаю, норм стало вообще. Бля, короче, не знаю, надо будет перезагружаться, мне кажется. Вообще шляпа какая-то. Расследовать похищение. Собрать информацию о работе Эдгара. Ого, а как ее собрать? Голова на годе. Бля, бумажка, что ли?
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Ключ от театральности. Бля, ну капец. Я, короче, 30 раз обошел вокруг. Как всегда, блин. Под носом не замечаешь. Так, где-то дверь-то была. Вот она. Во. Теперь куда надо попали. Повнимательнее разунюхать надо все. Чтобы опять не нарезать 13 кругов. Так, тут закрыто. Ах ты, блядь! Сука! О, самоублюдочный пидорас! Чё, блядь? О. Стало более-менее вообще неплохо так. Жить можно теперь. Это выхватывало от каждого встречного, поперечного, блин. Никого.
It's locked, all right.
Прикрепленная записка. Сейф для улик. Если вам понадобится его открыть, защитите меня на втором этаже и возьмите у меня ключ.
I should find the key to that box.
Придется поискать ключ от сейфа.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Ключ от подвала какого-то. Пойдем в подвал. Это и есть подвал же. Точно, подожди, где-то дверь.
It's locked, all right.
Ага, с другой стороны. А, подожди-ка, еще была дверь одна. Во.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Блин. Сука, сейчас... Может, вот это?
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. A terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms. Blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Блин. Оставить умирать? Сука. Блин, я не знаю, что делать. Или это, ну точно нет. Минус 3000 опыта, ну и нахрен, вообще не круто. Оставить его тут подыхать. Опять скажет, повлияет на жителей, блин. Короче, грохнул нахрен первый раз.
Yes, your death is imminent, Dr. Swansea. But I swear, it will be quick.
I already told you to call me Edgar. Am I no longer your friend?
I believe you never have been, sir. You have lied to me at every step and betrayed the trust of a woman I cherish.
You and the lady? Really? Well, I should have seen it coming, I suppose. May I add that I welcome this? The biting, I mean.
You have your wish.
Is it going to hurt? I always wondered if you...
Вкусно. Бодрящий напиток. Блин, опять подсказка не сработала. Ну тут, короче, выбор, наверное. Одна сработала, одна не сработала. Смотря куда повернешь. Маленький ключ. О, опыта, смотри, сколько дали. 9975. 6000, короче, отвалили. Нихера себе. Так. Поговорить с леди Эшбери. Как бы выйти отсюда без проблем, но тут нету другой двери. опять на улице толпища.
I will return later. So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Так, тут я проскочу.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
Упс, упс. До свидания. Все равно... не смогу зайти в дом. Бля. Че ты кричишь, падла? Люди спят кругом. Где она?
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
He was mortally wounded. I put an end to his misery.
That is terrible, Jonathan. And yet you did what you must. The poor man.
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Чё-то подозрительно. Интересно. Что-то она скрывает. Так, ни хрена себе. Собрать ингредиенты для противоядия. Получить каплю крови Уильяма Маршалла у лорда Редгрейва. О, 3 точки оббежать. Короче, не успеем за эту серию. Короче, тогда предлагаю отложить все на следующую. Все, короче, пацаны. Всем спасибо за внимание. Пока-пока.